Hello, this is Shar from The Real Kitchen for Real People, and I trust that everyone is feeling and doing well this beautiful summer hot day. Today, I would like to just say thank you to all of my supporters, all of my subscribers, my members, and to the public that just watches, and hope that they will join the Real Kitchen for Real People family as well. And I also like to give a special shout out to my top commenters and let them know that I appreciate their comments. Each time I post a video, I have these same top commenters leave suggestions or just saying thank you and keep it going. That encourages me to keep going and sharing these recipes. And I hear so many wonderful stories, memory moments of these recipes tapping into our memory moments. And it's just so amazing how many memories are associated with cooking. So that's why it's important for us to keep cooking and keep those memories going. So without further ado, we're going to feature today a recipe that I posted to the public and said it was coming soon. So here we go with it. It's the ricotta cheese potatoes. And this is a recipe that my mom used to cook all the time. On Sundays, we would have Sunday dinner and she would cook her cheese potatoes. Now this one is the ricotta cheese. She would just use the regular cheeses. So this recipe is going to have the spin of ricotta cheese as well. So without further ado, we're going to get started here. And we have, of course, ricotta cheese. We have the star of the show, which is the potatoes. And any kind of cheeses you want to add to it, feel free to add it. I like to grate my cheese. I know I used to just grab those bags that already had the shred cheese, but to me, it tastes better. And I think it's a little healthier if you shred it yourself. But that's your choice. And we also have a large onion. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to chop up my potatoes real thin. I'm putting a pot of hot water on a medium eye on the stove. And I'm going to let that hot water start boiling. And then I'm going to add those thin potatoes in the boiling water, and I will show you. So that's what we're going to do now, cut our potatoes. So grab your potatoes and cook with me. Okay, we're going to peel our potatoes first, and then we're going to cut them up in small slices. And as you cut them in small slices, just drop them in a bowl of water until you get ready to put them in the pan. Okay, before I get too involved in cutting these potatoes, I want to fill my pot up with water for it to start boiling on the stove under medium heat. And be sure to wash your potatoes before cutting them. It's because those potatoes be sitting in the store a while. So you want to kind of clean them up on the outside before you start cutting. And you're going to rinse them off after you get through cutting them. Okay, now I'm going to cut these thin. And they'll be like about that thick. See that? About that thick. Because you don't want them real thick. But you want them thick enough to where they don't break up. So just slice your potatoes about that thin. And this dish is always a crowd pleaser. Of course, I love potatoes anyway. Any kind of way, I love potatoes. And I like to also let those subscribers that left comments about their memory moments to let you know those stories keep me motivated and keep me bringing recipes your way and bringing them to new cooks, because it's a lot of memories behind cooking and preparing meals. It's just an awesome time to build memories with your family and friends. So always try to encourage each other to keep cooking if you can, all possible. If it's just a little bit. I have a relative that's 91 years old, and she just called me and told me she was making a lemon pie. So I mean, it's encouraging to not only yourself but to others. And that's by her telling me that, it made me motivated to get started on this potato casserole that I've been promising you guys. So just help me keep this going by sharing the channel with your family and friends. So we're gonna get these potatoes all cut up, and then we're gonna drop them in the boiling water. But we're gonna wait till the water boils, because I don't want mashed potatoes. I'm just gonna probably let them stay in there for about 2 minutes. Okay, while I'm waiting on my water to come to a boil, I want to get my dish out that I'm going to put the potatoes in. So you can get whatever dish you want to bake in. I like to use the Pyrex baking cookware. So that's why I'm going to get that out and grease the bottom with butter, and I'll show you. Okay, I have my Corningware cookware, and these are great to cook really anything in. Meatloaf, anything you want to bake, put in the oven. These are great, and I always get mine at Ross. So if you have a nearby Ross, that's the place to get them at a pretty good price. So I'm going to butter the bottom of this pan, of this cookware rather, with butter. Just spread it all around your cookware, and this will make sure that the bottom of your potatoes come out nice and brown as well as the top. Okay, so we're gonna do that. That's about probably a teaspoon of butter. And of course I will have those the recipe at the bottom in the description area. You won't have to be linked to somewhere else to get the recipe. It'll be available for you at the bottom in the description area. Okay, turn your oven on 380. Turn your oven on 380 at this time. Okay, I'm going to add my sliced potatoes to the boiling water. As you can see, they're ready. The water is boiling. So I'm going to put those in there for about 2 minutes only. And just be careful when you drop them in this hot water. Don't take a lot at once to put in, just a little bit at a time. And these will tenderize your potatoes a little bit before you put them in the oven. That way it won't take so long to cook these delicious potatoes. So do that and put that in your boiling hot water until those, about 2 minutes, they probably come to another boil. And then we'll take them out and put them in the baking dish. Okay, while your potatoes are boiling a few minutes, let's start shredding our cheese. Now I'm going to use Asiago Fresco cheese. This is it. So I'm going to use that, and I'm also going to use the Watonga Sharp Cheddar and Ligure cheese. So you can use whatever cheese you want to add to your potato dish. Whatever your favorite cheese. Sometimes I use pepper jack to kind of give it a little spicy kick. But like I said, you can use whatever. Now we're going to shred this cheese. Okay, now that you've taken them out of the water, hot water, and put them in the bowl, we're going to run some cold water over them in the bowl. That just kind of keeps them from breaking up, and it keeps them at the stage that they're in. Okay, so we're going to let that sit for about 2 minutes. Okay, now that the cheese is shredded, we're going to cut up our onion, and it really doesn't matter how you cut your onion up. It just make sure you get you a bowl of cold water so you won't be crying through the cutting process of this onion. Okay, so we're just going to turn it like this and just slice it across. It don't have to be perfect because it's just onions. So we're just going to cut it like this. See? Just like that. So cut your onion in slices. Okay, I'm going to drain the water off of these. Because I'm getting ready to use them. So, drain your potatoes. Okay, now you're going to line your cookware with your potatoes. Just line the bottom. with your sliced potatoes. And it's going to be like a layer process here. So you can just layer them in there. Okay, and now we're going to add onions. Just kind of break those up on top of there. And you can use as many onions as you want. The more the merrier. Then I'm going to add a little bit of my ricotta cheese. Kind of spread it around in there if you can. Okay, then you're going to add some of your shredded cheese. And then black pepper and sea salt. Just kind of spread that out in there. And that's how you're going to do it. It's going to be layered. So now you start up your potatoes again. And just repeat your layers, your onions. Just repeat your ingredients until you've used them all, or you're at the top of your baking dish. So we're going to continue with the layers. And then at this point, your second layer, I'm going to add milk. About a half a cup of milk. And you can use heavy cream or regular whole milk, but I use skim milk. So, and then I'm going to continue my layers. Okay, now that I'm at the final layer here on top, what I do here is put the rest of my cheese, if you have any left, just sprinkle it on the top. Because you want to end with cheese on the top. Okay, so you can put whatever, how much you want on there. Okay, and then what I'll do is sprinkle just a little paprika on top and sprinkle it up high so it won't be all in one spot. And then I put a little Italian seasoning on top. Or you can put parsley, but I'm going to put a little Italian seasoning on top. Put the rest of my milk, which is the other half cup. Okay, and then the final is a half a stick of melted butter. And I'm going to just pour that over the top. I want to evenly distribute it. Okay, and we're going to put this on a cookie sheet and put it in the oven, and it'll cook for about an hour and longer if you want your cheese to be kind of crunchy, which sometimes I do. Make sure I get all of that cheese off there, because I see some. I don't want to leave any cheese behind. And then you can garnish it once it's finished. You can garnish it with bacon crumbs. That's always a plus in our family. Bacon is like bacon, makes everything better. But if you want to, you can just sprinkle a little bacon bits on top once it's cooked. But for right now, we're going to put this in the oven for an hour. And once it's done, I'll come back and show you the beauty. While your potatoes are cooking, it's time to clean up your area, clean your dishes, and get them put up. Okay, here it is. It cooked about an hour and 15 minutes. So I would say anywhere between an hour and 20 minutes depending on your oven. But anyway, you can test your potatoes, stick a fork in them and see if they're done. But as I said, I added a little bacon on mine, so you can add whatever topping you want on yours. And let me know what topping you added to your ricotta cheese potato dish. This is so awesome. And it probably will be during the summer. I won't be baking as much, so we will come back with some summer dishes that don't require so much baking. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it, and I'm going to have it for Sunday dinner tomorrow as a side. So if you enjoyed it as much as I did, please let me know by commenting below. And also, if you have not already subscribed, please do so as well, and hit that bell so you can get these delicious recipes automatically sent your way. And we would love the support, because it helps the channel so much, especially when you comment and share. So without further ado, I hope you have a blessed day and enjoyed the video. Talk to you later. Love, love. To take advantage of the special price on the Real Kitchen for Real People Family Story Cookbook that is now available on Amazon. So be sure to go out and get that wonderful cookbook. It's a lot of short stories and memories of gatherings around our table, which is a lot of fun to read and enjoy the recipes and poems. So be sure to check out The Real Kitchen for Real People on Amazon to take advantage of this unique family story cookbook.